Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Mahalia Joseph, and this is your C News Update. The Institute of Surveyors of Trinidad and Tobago is calling on the government to be open with both them and the public as it pertains to the details of the upcoming property tax bill. At a press conference hosted at the University of the West Indies this morning, the organization said it believes there is major contention surrounding its introduction, mainly due to people's unfamiliarity with what it entails. ISTT representative Dr. Sunil Lalu said there's a misconception that it will require taxpayers to fork out exorbitant fees.
It is nowhere near compared to income tax. The money that people pay in PAYE or income tax is huge compared to property tax, where people now have to go locate the money and pay this as a bill as they would with electricity or water. So that is how, even though property tax is much smaller than other types of taxes, it feels like a burden to the regular citizen.
Women are more likely to deliberately cause themselves bodily harm, but men are more likely to take their own lives. Another alarming trend is Trinidad and Tobago's unusually high suicide rate in comparison to the rest of the region. The revelations at a media sensitization workshop on suicides at the Trinidad Hilton.
Rate in the English-speaking Caribbean, after Guyana and Suriname. In 2015, there were 111 deaths recorded as suicides, and the number of males who die by suicides is approximately 5 times more than that of females. Research has suggested for quite a while now that this is actually likely, as suicide by females have greater attempts, but actually males complete the act more readily.
Dr. Gerard Hodgkinson, the head of clinical medical sciences at UWI, explained that the suicide rate took off in the late 1970s to 1980s and hasn't really gone down since.
What we saw was a quite phenomenal rise in suicide rates that occurred somewhere between the late 1970s and the early 1990s, so that the rate went up by over 500% in that period, and in many ways prompted my interest in it.
The SPORTT company of Trinidad and Tobago has gotten over $4.2 million in revenue from events held at the Hasely Crawford Stadium from 2013 to 2016. This was announced by the Minister of Sport during a sitting of the Senate this morning.
2013, $977,500. 2014, $1,037,666.67. 2015, $1,140,749.67, and 2016, $1,093,167.
He also noted no money was spent to do repair works after the events were held. And that was your C News Update. I'm Mahalia Joseph. Have a good afternoon.